Hello, survivors! Hello, welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome in. Thank you very much for tuning in on this Monday. I do appreciate you. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. If you are logged in on YouTube, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit that like button. There's a link to the giveaway in chat if you haven't entered already. But if you have entered, you're all good. I think it was a shark-based entry phrase. If I remember correctly. I used one of my childhood nightmares as the entry phrase, which was the Jaws movie, I think. Pretty sure. Welcome in, guys. I hope you're all having a good day. Hope you had a good weekend. I'll be getting on to you for some feedback on how this weekend was for you guys. Who have we got in chat? We have got Valiant. Welcome in. Captain Tricks Basham, top 3 of the stream. Green names as well. Love to see it. Love to see it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you're having a good day, good weekend, all that good stuff. Then we have Logan. We also have Willow. Welcome in. Thank you very much for tuning in, Willow. What's up? Mary Rosales? I'm probably saying it wrong. Mary Rosales? Very interesting name. Thank you very much for tuning in. What's up, Joseph? Weird Girl, Cygnus, what's up? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Let's get this off the screen, 1 second. Let's get this off the screen. There we go. There we go. What's up? Jose Be Crazy. I love it. I love the name. Jose Be Crazy. Welcome in. What's up, Sly, as well? What's up, Moth? Cygnus. So now I'm back in 66. That means I have a better chance of winning, right? It's a myth. It's a myth. The unfortunate part is... I mean, it's not unfortunate. Maybe I've rephrased this before I say it. Unfortunately for some of you guys, Bretland's also in 66 as well now, so... Maybe the luck streak will continue. We shall see. We shall see, guys. Maybe. Speaking of devil, what's up, Bretlands? What's up, Margot? Welcome to the stream as well. Elliot, hello. What's up, Mr. Sinister? Got Ghost, Michonne Kapoor. Happy days. I actually did level up a Ghost, and I did do some of his skills, but I didn't use him in war. I couldn't really find a place to put him in one of the teams that I put together. I was having fun with a team that I put together for... It was mainly for these Jesus teams. And it's been working quite nicely. I definitely have to re-mod one of my characters slightly, because I have a, like, air quotes, bad mod on my Shane. Even though it's pretty good still. Like, if we look at it, it's this mod right here. Where are you? Shane? It's this mod right here. It's really good for a bad mod, right? He was one-shotting Jesus with this. But we'll remove this because I have an even better one on a character that I'm not even using. And that is going to be a big boost. 155% over 139%. That's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. There we go. So, happy days. We'll just stick with that. That should be a nice little upgrade. But yeah, on the team I was using, I had like... Who did I have? I had Shane, Titan, and I also had Ronaldo. And Ronaldo's actually been legit. His taunt is so good. Like, he has such good control. It's nuts. Such good control. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. Okay, I have got some faction assault to do today. I generally do it. You found a good faction, that's great. Happy days. Active faction's good. Goes to Michonne, my best duo. I used to use Michonne, she is actually legit. Press that thumbs up button, peeps. Yes. So we're going to get our rewards. It is nice to see it all scale up. I don't think the shop is here yet, right? I could be wrong. But I don't think the shop's here yet. Okay. So we're going to just get our points. The boss has not been defeated here. That's not going to be a problem because it will go into ultimate, whatever it's called. We're going to see if we can get the minimum here. It's actually pretty difficult. It's like 4 million. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. So we'll see. Especially as he does like pretty interesting amounts of damage. Look at this. I don't have any control. Except maybe stun. Like my Shane's just getting obliterated. So I've got to rely on like Shane to be able to get his Halo off, but I can't remember. Is his Halo on his Rush or his Sig or something like that? I can't exactly remember. He's got a Guardian Shield, that's nice. I've got a healing weapon on Dexter, that's why he's there. He's not really doing much damage. He's there to just hold a healing weapon because this team is just a mess. I think maybe I should put attack while taunted on some characters, you know, because they get taunted quite a lot against this guy. Seems to be maybe a good strat, I don't know. Starting to run out of time. Let's do this, where we take her out to get defense down. Maybe that works. So we're halfway there. I mean, we're halfway there with 2 minutes left, so we're over 2 minutes left. We're good. Give Laurie the Confuse on attack gun. You think, yeah? The crit-based one or the other one? Okay, there goes Shane, so it's going to be a lot more difficult now. Unfortunately. I probably won't even get it done. I've got 2 characters in here that are literally just in here to hold weapons. And that is Carol and Dexter. They're not here to do any damage. Although they might do some. They're not, that isn't why they're here. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Also, this waste knot does not do much damage, unfortunately. The waste knot that does crazy damage is what's her name? Eva. Her waste knot does such good damage. Hey, what's up, Daylight? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, man. We might still have this. We might still have this. It's gonna be close, I think. Okay. We need to hit some more crits like that. That's for sure. Okay, let's take out her down the bottom if we can. And maybe we get lucky. We did. It's only for 2 turns, but that defense down might be good enough to get like a couple of 100k. 50k on Carol's Rush. Don't look like it's gonna happen. Focus him. Didn't happen. Yeah, this team's not it. I did think Atlanta would be the worst. So I don't think I got anything there. Yeah, no rewards. Feels great. Feels great. We'll just get this done. I know you want to keep the stream RTS, but I have good news about All Stars. I have. Okay, that's nice. I'll be streaming RTS tomorrow, All Stars tomorrow. So yeah. The next Advanced Mythic Wheel just came out. Should I try and do some pulls on it? I mean, is it Georgia, right? Was it Georgia? I think I saw Georgia pop up in my news. If you want Georgia, sure. It's an attacking character, you know. She's pretty good. She does get countered a little bit. You know, I wouldn't say she's like top tier, but she is good. You know, she's like somewhere in between A and S, I think. It's like A plus, S minus, for me at least. If she had a bit more of a controlled signature move and rush and stuff, it'd be better, but she does not. Okay, Shiva just needs to attack now. This is actually easier for me to do if I manual it. I just can't be bothered to manual. Because then I'll actually lacerate all the time. I'm just gonna do it. Like if I look, watch what happens if I manual. I just lacerate constantly, and it's much better. Georgia's great, but she always hits payback turns. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, I'm up to 500k. That's enough, right? I managed to get bleed up to like 14 million against one of the bosses. Pretty cool. I think she gets revived because I go into unlimited. She doesn't get revived for the unlimited attack. I don't think it matters too much, fortunately, but questionable. Doesn't she have some kind of normalize? I mean, she does, but it's on damage. So any character that has normalize on damage is countered by vengeance straight away. Especially they just haven't released the right version of normalize yet. Also, they just haven't released a counter to payback yet. That's one thing that's an issue. There's no counter. Like, normalize isn't a counter. It's a nullifier. Like, it doesn't counter the thing. It just stops it from working, you know? So if they want to, they have to basically release a counter, in my opinion. Yeah. And the closest counter you've got is like infection. And too many characters around that just stop infection from working. So it's not really too great. Hey, what's up, Buttbeak? Welcome to the stream. Could do with another single hit normalize tune. Well, I think we could just do with someone who doesn't do damage when they normalize. Like, imagine Sam and Tom, but instead of defense down, it's normalize. You know, that would work great. That would work great. The OD Rick leader skill. And that, doesn't he hit 2? I'm pretty sure he hits 2. Same issues. Same issues. Go up to 1.2 mil. We might be able to get up to 4 or something. Yeah, we're going to be able to get to 4.8. Not bad. I don't know. It's lasting like, what, 9 turns? Shiva's the boss. Trust me, guys. Shiva's the boss. Tiger for the win. What's up, A-Page? Welcome to the stream. Hey, what's up, Steve? Still in war recovery mode. Honestly, I'm in recovery mode myself, but not because of war, but because of the weather in UK right now, or at least in London. Like, I was feeling good on Saturday, guys. I hit like 100k, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'll do a stream tomorrow. Hit some. Man, my body just got depressed. Like, it just went dark. Like, honestly, it just went dark in UK for like It felt like 40 hours, just no light. It was raining non-stop for me in London. It was grim, man. I was waking up and it was like 10 a.m. and it was just like not pitch black, but like it was so overcast that it was just. It was dusk, you know. It felt like dusk. So my body wasn't waking up properly. Proper weird. Okay, so this boss, right? This boss. My team's actually pretty good at autoing this now. Let's see if I can get it done. The only issue I have is it can sometimes not just get things rolling quick enough. That's the only thing I can have. But if I was to just like stop it every now and again and just do that and then hit auto, it'd be fine. And then stop it again, just because sometimes, whatever reason, like the best thing I like in other games where it's like it allows me to turn off someone's abilities. I don't want to do Vincent's abilities. I just want to do his basic attacks. Like honestly, it's such a nice implementation in other games. Because look at his bleed now, 2 million, and that's just from basic attacks. This is easily like the best boss to attack in terms of like what we've got accessible as the characters. You have to have certain weapons though. I do have the dot extension weapon. I will say that. So I like to be fair, you know. To be fair. Well, so you have to get a little bit lucky. Like I have to hit bleed. And I hit bleed, so now it's got 80k. Right? 80k? Yeah, there we go. So I've got 80k bleed. Because Bruce Rush. And he had 120% attack. So, yeah. The rest doesn't matter too much. As long as I hit that lacerate, this should be an easy win. What do we think it's going to get up to, guys? What sort of number do you think we're going to get up to? I reckon we're going to go up to like... I think we'll get up to 14 mil again. It'll get to like 1 mil down. We're going to get to 5, 10. Okay. Uh-oh. I was getting maybe ahead of myself. Fortunately, I do have a revive weapon, so we can get lucky here. So now we've got to get mad lucky. Now we've got to get mad lucky. But the bleed lasts a little bit of time. Now we've got to get really lucky. I kind of don't want to stop him from rushing now as well, because I need his rush to happen. Rush. Rush, you son of a gun. Rush. Where's the rush at? And let's defend. There we go. The reason I need him to rush is so I can actually hit this attack. 50% chance to revive, you say? 50% chance. 50%. Is that what you're saying? 595,000 exhaust. Okay, maybe I read that wrong. I got exhausted. Good to know. Okay, rush again. Nice. Revive Vincent. Improved teammate reviving. It's lying to me, guys. It's lying to me. There we go. Comeback is on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. Although, he's got a big bleed. No, it's not going to happen. He's impaired. How much do I need? Do I need to just defend on people again? If we revive again, we're fine. Where's the rush? Where's the rush? I'm asking him to rush and he doesn't rush. Okay. He's dead. That's over. GG. I autoed this. I hit auto and went to bed. And then came back and it was done. Do the boss helper tunes have cunning? I don't think they're mythics. I could be wrong. Well, I got it to what? The last, well, 2 phases left. Did I get this one done? Yes. I wish there was a way to know you've done the boss. Like when you look at it like this. You know, like if I look here, like I know which ones I've done already. It just tells me. Okay, so who was it? Cygnus told me to put confuse the boss on the weapon. This one. Don't have it very good, unfortunately. I need to get that weapon better then. And any other one I've got is like the crit does confuse wherever that is. I can't even remember where that is. I do have that, I think. Am I just not seeing it? There it is. Not 1535 as well. Whatever. Whatever. You can trip a weapon. Okay, you can trip. Yeah, you can definitely. I mean, I did it already. You saw me do one of them. But I mean, it's just like consistency. I think we're just talking about consistency here. Axe or weapon. Is it the axe or pistol that I just I've got equipped? Axle, yeah. I mean, it's a chance to proc, but it's not a chance to actually like. I don't know how I'm impairing him actually. Is he attacking? He could be attacking my Herschel. What do I need here? And the difference is crazy. 1.5 million versus 4 million from tier 5 to tier 6 or whatever the tiers are. And now we have to wait 3 minutes. Now we have to wait 3 minutes. What do I need? A recording, eyewitness, signed contract? What? First lockdown stream I've caught in a while. Let's go. What's up, Gabe? Welcome to the stream. I've been meaning to ask you, do they have tanning booths in London? They have them in England, yeah, for sure. They have fake tan and they have tan machines, you know? Most major cities have quite a lot of these. Let me see when they get revived again if I can see what they are. I'm pretty sure these aren't going to be mythics. These are just going to be the 6 stars. Oh, they are mythics. Okay, interesting. Glorious Pistol. Okay, interesting. She's a lacerator. But she hasn't... They don't have, like, a thing. They don't have a She's an arsonist, Alice. It's a weird one, isn't it? But they don't have roles. Once this event starts, I'll finally be able to get Titan to LB3. You're going to go for Titan. I'd say, unless you don't need anyone else, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. It's up to you, of course. But unless you don't need anyone else, would not do this. Okay, let's see if we can get this out of the way. Okay, we've got access to the man himself. It's so funny when you... This reminds me of Street Fighter. Do you remember when you played Street Fighter and you were like Ryu or something and you had to beat up a car? That's what it reminds me of. Could they be hinting at future mythics? I mean, potentially. There's like a new mythic ability as well in one of them. I'll attack one of the bosses that has a new mythic ability as well in a sec. It's kind of interesting, but it's like if it even will come into the game, it could just be like for FA. Like, don't forget there were some mythics in Faction Assault. I think in not Faction Assault, Conquest early stages that didn't come in. They were just like what's her name? Fairbanks. I can't remember her name. She was from one of the Telltale games. I know it's Greg Fairbanks. I can't actually remember his sister's name. And she was more the main character. Does she just have a weird name? She might have a slightly weird name that I can't remember. Sam, that's it. Sam Fairbanks. What are we going to get the turns up to? We're going to get 8 million, but can we get up to like... I did! It's gone up to a 10-turn bleed. 10-turn bleed. I wonder if it goes a different colour if it goes all the way around again. Okay, we get this one. Okay, we'll attack this one. Did we do this one already? No, we didn't. It feels like we did. I could apply my 70 million damage, but if I apply my 70 million damage, I don't get both crates. It's kind of bugged if I do that. Let me show that bug, actually. It's probably a good chance to show that bug. I'll do it here, because I'm pretty sure I've got the same... Oh, I can't do it on this one, actually. Dang. I can only do it on that one. Do I want to show the bug? Do I want to... I mean, if I apply it, I just only get... I only get that crate, I think. I only get the left crate, the participation reward. I don't get the defeat reward, even though I did defeat it. It's just like, I don't get it. Even though it's been defeated, sorry. It isn't even about me defeating, it's just even though it's been defeated. Like, this boss, right? I didn't defeat this boss. Someone else did, but because I did my participation reward, and the boss has been defeated, I got both rewards. Whereas this one, yeah. Just going to hit attack. And hopefully we don't get messed up this time. I think it's because it was just tier 6, the other one. They've made tier 6 hit like extremely hard. Just because, you know. Because they want... they want to make it more difficult, which is fine, you know. It's fine. That's what we're up to now. 74k, and we extend it by a turn. It's good. Keep impairing. Same my rushes. do that rush, I guess. Best thing about Rosita is her rush sig and her basic attacks all count as the extension, which is very nice indeed. A nice little bonus, you know. Nice little bonus. Nice little bonus. Now this part I don't get. I don't know why the people didn't spawn on the next wave, whatever you want to call it. That bit I do not get. Okay, we're up to 400k. Just looked at the qualifiers for World Champions. Order 66 seems to be doing good. 102. Yeah, we moved up like 20 spots. Yeah. I think we'll be in the qualifier zone by next qualifier. For sure. And with that in mind, guys, we actually are looking for one player potentially. One player to join Order 66. You'll be joining myself, Tex, and Moon in a faction. So you'll be with the most famous people in RTS. There's gonna be some haters out there, but like, you'll be with some of the most famous people in RTS if you want to join the faction. And don't forget, we've got Bretland too. He won't let me. He won't let me not say that. As part of his join contract, I had to say we've got Bretland, and I know that can put some people off joining. So I'm joking. But we've got one spot, guys. We need someone who can consistently hit at least, I'd say our aim is at least 250, guys. Try and get it to 200, 250k per war at minimum. That's pretty much the aim. I think we've got one spot. If you want to join, if you think you're up to the task, you can message Man on the Moon on Discord. He's in my Discord channel. I thought I was famous. Famous? The most famous? Just, all I'm saying is get on our level, man. Get on the level. Okay, that's that one done. I can do this boss and the main boss every time, pretty much. It's just the consistency is not there. Like, the consistency is not there. Sometimes I can do this in one go. And then sometimes I get like, I think what happened last time is the Guardian Shields got removed by Sig first, and I didn't proc, and then it's just like, yeah, GG. G damn G. Okay, so I can apply this and I can get my rewards. I like this. This is like to save time. That's so nice. If the boss is already killed, it seems to be very consistently working. I might be able to do it to this one up here now. You can't do this every day, unfortunately. That is the only downside. So I can apply this and then I can get this rewards. Now, I would prefer to be doing the top one constantly. But some of these bosses are just rough. I think a lot of people are going to not be doing saviors at the moment. There needs to be something happening in saviors. The saviors allegiance is a mess. There needs to be a support character that has some sort of heals, and then someone who does damage or extends burn, because burn is a thing in this one. So there needs to be some sort of thing there. The hidden is just not great. I mean, it's okay, but it's this boss skill that's making it not fun. This when attacking, 40% chance to confuse the target and one other for 2 turns and recover from all penalties. I can get bleed up to like 500k, and I've got to do 18 million damage on a phase, and then she'll just cleanse it with a basic attack. It's just like, you know, 2 out of every 5 attacks, and unless I hard control her, which I don't have any hard control in this team. I don't have any Guardian Shields. I can't stop her from doing her thing. So it's not very fun at all. And that's why you're having people avoid doing this one as well. Because there's not enough damage. Like, I could take a full damage team and it just wouldn't do enough damage. So there's no way to beat this boss. They haven't designed this one very well. They need to remove this boss skill. Or at least the second part of it. The confuse is horrible. Honestly. The two characters get confused for 2 turns is disgusting, but to cleanse all penalties at the same time is just stupid. I think every other boss has okayish ones. Yeah, like defense down. That's how you can get nuked. That's not terrible. The attacker gets exhaust. That's interesting, but there's no characters that have AP gain in these, so it's not that big a deal. Oh, this has recover as well. Right, this one is called Goad 'em On, and for her it's called Bewildering Shots. That's interesting. That's interesting. But this one doesn't. There's no bleed or anything on this team, so it's not as big a deal. But the Atlanta team as well is trash. Herschel's the only leader. He's terrible, and I'm relying on damage dealers to hold weapons that can do things that support role because they don't have good support characters. Not great. If you auto fight them, you can't get the second crate. If you auto a fight, you get the second crate if it's already been defeated. If you do the auto fight, but the boss is already down, so you see that like infinity marker in the HP. If a boss has that and you do your auto win, it will count. It will count. You'll be able to apply the 129 million here, and I'd be able to get both crates. If the boss is not already downed, and I would be downing it with that, yeah, it's not doing it at the moment. That's a bug, surely. That's a bug, surely. So hopefully that gets sorted out, to be honest. What's up, Nikki? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I meant Infamous, yeah. Everybody loves Cygnus. Is that like a TV show? I'd watch that. I'm not famous, I'm just well known in the famous people's YouTube channels for being in their chats. There's nothing wrong with that. OMG does a good job at decapping your team against me. This is true. Because of the Confuse. I think I have Confuse Resist on my characters. I don't think I've done this one, honestly, since... I have Stun Resist. I don't think I've done this one since, like, Tier 4. Because once I started doing it, I realised that it's not consistent. So this boss is a miss for me. Like, they probably will see the stats and they'll see that no one's doing it. You know, this is a bad boss. And if no one's doing it, no one's coining it. No one's paying to do it. So that's a bad thing. People are going back to like Tier 5 to do the Tier 5 bosses. For some reason, though, I wish it would tell us who's doing this, but some reason in our faction, someone's going back to Tier 1 and clearing bosses. I don't know who this guy is. Unless they're spending coins, which is absolutely fine. If they're doing that, that's fine. But if they're spending their energy to just do Tier 1 instead of doing like Tier 4, 5, which are easily doable once, you know, Tier 4 especially, the rewards are like, it's like 10 times the more the rewards, the higher you go. You know? Like Tier 4, if we look at Tier 4 rewards, you can see in here, does it not show us? Minimum is 68, then it goes up to 540. I'm pretty sure the max in the other one's like 120. I think the max in here is 120, I could be wrong. Oh, 160. And most of the time you're hitting 20s and 40s, right? So, yeah. Feels like OG Conquest with the mod swapping. I mean, I haven't had to swap mods myself. What's up, Ruben? Welcome to the stream. Like, once you're set, I think at tier 4, 5, 6, I think that's it. Like, they don't change. They always do the same thing, right? And she always does the bewildering thing, and he always does the... He always revives his mates who's got the stun. Does it tell you his mates? No. Did you already mention the new event starting tonight? Yeah, I did a video on it on Friday. It's a login event. It's pretty basic, but it looks pretty good. You get to choose 3 characters. Someone did say in chat they're going to take Titan. Who said that? The reason I don't think Titan's bad, I was using him this weekend. I don't think he's a bad character. He's a good character. It's just he's like easy to come by. You can get Titan pretty easily. Right? Like if I want Titan right now, I can just go to the museum and get him. Sure, I have to get a character to tier 3 and level him up, but I can do that, right? Like, that's a possibility. You can't get Nor, you can't get Scotsman, and you can't get Clem. Like, those 3 characters, you cannot, you're literally inaccessible. The only way you can get them is from this thing. Whereas, like, Titan here, you know, I just need the shards and I can claim another version of him. And it's like characters like Trader. I think I've done it, actually. I mean, this is how I did get him. I guess I could do one more. I think I've got a Nimrod. I don't think I used it. Nimrod, did I? I completed. Okay, Mythic Trials. So I could do Nimrods. Get 1,000 shards. And then I could trade in for my last Titan. And that's only if I want a Titan to be just an extra, like, non-first edition version. Just as a collector's item, basically. Or if you get extra Titan shards, you can trade them in here. Yeah. I've done this a couple of times already. 4 times. Just because I got some extra shards and, yeah. When does the new market go out? 3 hours? Or the market for what? The FA? Be interesting to see how much currency I've got. I don't think it's tracking it right now. I wonder if I can pick up a beta already. He was actually quite cheap. So potentially, right? Does it track the currencies here yet? No, it's not tracking currencies. Okay. I haven't done my web portal stuff today. One sec. Not sure what happened there. My autofill was good. Is this correct? 1 second, guys. He changed the colours again. This looks a bit different. Okay, faction check-in. Let's do this. Check in. How long do we have for faction check-in? What are we at? 2 days to get 60 or something. So we're going to have perfect check-in for 2 days pretty much. Does it say the exact number we're on right now? Or we got 100. We've got 2 days to get 100 to 50. That's going to be rough. Hopefully Kenny will Elite get added to the Mythic market next. It's about time. I mean, I guess I pulled so many times on that wheel now. So many times. I think we can only get crates now. Yeah. Okay, give me my rewards. No, I need 2 of them. Where's the other reward? More euros help. I mean, you say this, but I think the issue we had was the first 2 hours of war. We were having euros have to play in the AM, like 1 AM, 2 AM, 3 AM. I was seeing European players play because we didn't have enough Americans signing up at the beginning of war. We need people to be a bit more proactive at the beginning of war from America, for sure. Not sure Mahis Lion Jam can keep that pace up every qualifier. Exactly, like, yeah. Especially not like you were warring in the AMs, you know? That's rough. That's rough. Definitely need more NA players to be on board at the beginning of war. Seems like 85-10 at 5 percentages on the 3 token amounts, given what I've got so far. Probably sounds about right. Or less, you know. It could easily be like, I mean, maybe it's not as low as 1%, but you know, it could be the whole like 1990. Oh my god, my filters worked. Get wrecked. Bots get wrecked. Oh, is there easy time for me to play? Should be for most US, maybe except for West Coast. Yeah, I think East Coast for sure. I think that's why. I think was it Moon who sent out a message to say like put your country and your time zone in your description. Bots did no chance. Yeah, had a bunch of messages there. Managed to block. Like YouTube caught a few of them. I've been adding like different terminologies and stuff to my Insta ban thing. One of my favorite memories on stream was a while ago. I asked who would win against Shiva or Brutus, and when he first released, and we spent about half an hour talking about about a tiger or a bear in a fight. Yeah, that was. I still remember that. Did you see my time zone message in my description? I'm not checking it. I'm scared. I'm scared to check it. There's a new post out. Is this Georgia? What is this? That's the qualifier scores. We can check those out. When did those get released? 20 minutes ago. Let's just back out here. It's not rude. Okay, we'll check then. We shall check. We shall check. Part of the UK massive, innit? That's not a time zone. That's a terrible time zone. Oh goodness. A way to represent. Chest punch. Or should I say brap brap? Oh goodness. It's the language of my people, innit? Okay. Hey, what's up, Sean? Welcome to the stream. My time zone is part of the US. Yeah, the US time zones like changed like your clocks over the weekend. Most of them, didn't they? Like most of them. Okay, we can read through the info here. It's just, I think it's just going to be like here are the top 2 top qualifiers. Okay. So we can see the top factions. So the first war, I think people scored more because people were getting better rewarded repairs individually and as a faction. The second war, people would have scored less, but then some factions might have scored more because they would have been easier to like actually beat. So like if we average 10 million a war, it's a qualify. And I think we got 10 million that last war pretty much. So we're coming. Like the first war we just didn't do enough. Where are we? There we go. Order 66. 19.1. So we'll get into the top 100s. This isn't going to be like last time. We'll get into the qualifying spots. We're good. But yeah, I think the first opening like couple of hours, I think we need like a good 8 or 10 Americans to commit to that. Moon's didn't, yeah, I know Moon's Arizona or something, right? So they don't change their times apparently. Which is kind of weird. 4:14 right now, so I don't know what time it usually would be. It'll be an hour ahead. But like, your time is usual now. Your time lines up with my time. For a week, my time's, there's like a smaller gap between me and America. It's like 4 hours. It'd be weird. Because the UK changed their times, not this weekend just gone, but the weekend before. What's up, Judas? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Old School Jay? Welcome in. Thanks for tuning in, guys. What time are we on the stream? About an hour in, okay. About an hour's time, we'll be doing a giveaway. If you want to enter the Sadiq giveaway, I think it was in advance, right? So we're giving away 10,000 plus 5 plus 5, which is nice. It's changed since last Sunday. Yep. It's normally 5 hours EST, like the gap between UK and EST, but for a week it's just weird. And I've only just about got used to it after years of like having to deal with American times. For a week we're closer to Locke. Does sound a little weird. Who wants to be close to him? Wow. Wow. Shake my head. Shake my head. It looks like the faction assault market is going to be delayed. So I think it was meant to be coming today, but it will not be. I wonder what the issue is there, to be honest. There seems to be a lot of things that are just like kind of like not happening or being delayed or slow. Like even something really basic like characters being added into the tower. Because I'm pretty sure Carl's not in there. You know? He's been out for days. He's been out since last Friday. So it's weird, right? Normally they get added before the character comes out. Like by like 5 hours. That's kind of weird. And I think they missed Tyrese also. I think there's a couple honestly been like kind of either like forgotten about, delayed. Maggie was forgotten about as well. Maybe they ran out of rows. Maybe. I don't think so. I think it's just. I think they just. It just seems like they're kind of like spread really thin at the moment. There's not as many people working on the game at the moment. I know that that's how games get developed. There'll be like periods of high development and low development. So they could be on really low development right now, but it's kind of having effects in the game, you know. Normally you don't really notice it as much because all you notice is maybe the events are very similar to the last events. But at least there's no gates, I will say that. As much as gates can be kind of fun, it is not great for the game, generally speaking, but that's what was happening for a period. Do you remember we had a period of like 2 or 3 months where there was just constant gates because there was constantly something messed up, and then like people got loads of stuff out of it, and then it was just like this. It was like every single thing that happened in the game, and it was like we were dealing, you know, like you see like football players or basketball players or something who just like lose their mojo. You know, it was like we were dealing with a developer who lost their mojo and everything was getting messed up. It was really funny in a like sad way. It was really funny in a sad way. Because everything that got released was just a mess. Right, 160 mythics are too many. Yeah, but is it 160 with Kyle or without him? So when are we going to get that lockdown gate? Coming soon. With Kyle, there we go. So I mean, you'd have to be in there though, right? You'd have to be that final piece of the puzzle. I mean, I'm sure they do have a limit, but I don't think it'll be very low. Like 200, you know? I think it'll probably be like 500 or something. Or maybe like 1,000. Did you all see the embassy where somebody posted the LinkedIn profiles for all Scriptly upper brass and how to contact them? No. But I mean, I don't think there's much point in that. Most people in embassy aren't really. All they do is they'd email them and complain about something. They wouldn't really be able to tell them what to do. Very few people in embassy are like constructive. A lot of them just moaners. So it's just kind of hard to deal with embassy, to be honest. Because they're just using it as a moaning ground. Like basically what the old forums were used for. People just went on there to moan. Not to try and like give any sort of like constructive thing of what they want to see. Just moan about things they don't like. That's it. It's really hard to adjust to that. Especially when the players are at the forefront, you know, the players are meant to have the best ideas, but they don't. It's just messed up. 160 in less than 2 years. Did 5-star have more? I think, to be fair, Mythics did have legit like 50 on released or something like that. Something crazy. And we also had the slowest release time for a long time. We had like 1 character every 2 weeks. We've gone back to the character every week now, though. That's obvious. That you can see that. So they've sped up the releases of characters. The Battle Pass character is now going to be a released character and as a promo. But for a long time, it was much more relaxed released rate. Much more relaxed. 1 every 2 weeks. But that stopped. I'm not sure why. Won't make enough money. Wanted to make more money. Take your pick. Take your pick. It'll be one of those two, I guess. Take your pick. The only time you should start worrying about how they're doing stuff when it comes to selling stuff is if suddenly loads of stuff starts going on sale, guys. If you start seeing loads of stuff on sale, that's when I'd be worried. Although I did see a couple, like I saw this one. I guess I did get asked questions about this one, to be fair. Would it be worth picking this weapon up? I use it quite a lot. I think it's good. It was bugged for a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's 100% fixed now. But there was a period where I'd hit a crit and it wouldn't impair the line, and they didn't have resistances, so sometimes it's kind of weird. But yeah. There are plenty of good ideas. I mean, I see a lot of people asking for stuff, just like more rewards, this sort of thing, but I wouldn't really say that's like a good idea. It's just like asking for more rewards. Sure, I think that more rewards would be good too, but you know. It's just, as I say, it's just constantly asking for stuff. But, you know. Yeah. Did Day pause but only got pity? That is because she is advanced. Advanced is just not that great. I know it's like 9% drop rate. Which sounds high, but with a really small amount of pulls you can just get unlucky. If you look at the video I did about Ultra versus Premier, Advanced is almost identical to old Premier Will in terms of like the likeliness to get nothing, the likeliness to get only pities. Like it's very similar, almost identical. The average pulls you're going to need to do to get all 5 characters on Advanced is 24. So like really deep in the pulls. More rewards is an effective band-aid. I mean, I agree with you in some aspects, but is it really? I'd say, yeah, sure. I'd be happy with more rewards, but I think there needs to be like better structure for rewards. Like they need to create like 2 more like things that are required in the game and then create rewards around them. The game hasn't got much depth when it comes to that sort of thing. So it's just like advanced ultra medals, you know, and medals like to level up characters. There isn't anything like above, like around that. And I think there should be things that are like farmable, that take time, that given away as rewards as well. Like I play a couple of other games to see how they are, and they have things like that where like there are things that are like rarer to get, so they're things you can get on a less regular basis, and you can't even buy them. There are some things in some games like All Stars I play. There's a couple of items in that you cannot buy, but you just get them slowly. But then when an event comes around, it offers those things in higher amounts, so it could be worth just going in on those. And that's things like reset coupons, where you reset your weapon to have it so that it works for a different alignment. You get 1 of those a week, so not very often. But in the events, you can get like, you can pick up like 20 if you wanted to, pretty easily. Current event that's going on. More relevant rewards. That's what I'm saying. There's very few things that are relevant. Those things, right? Characters. So you could say like having a character that's been released, but they won't do that with old, advanced, and ultra. They've already said that, so that's just not even going to be on the table. They could potentially give away those tokens, but they won't ever do that in large amounts. You might be lucky to get like 20k, which isn't really that big a deal. I think there just needs to be like some other things, and they could work on things that is already in the game. You know, they could work on some things that are already in the game. Like they could potentially bring back a prestige kind of system. Was it prestige? No, it wasn't prestige. What was the system that they had before? Oh, damn it. I can't even remember what they had before. What was it called? Nope. can't remember what it's called now. Vet rings. They could bring in a vet ring style system, but make it so that vet rings can't be bought at all, and they're only rewarded. And it would just, that would instantly make that valuable endlessly, right? If they're only rewarded and not purchasable. But the issue is that it's almost definitely that Scopely would end up selling the stuff. And that's where things get imbalanced. If they start selling it, that's where it devalues it, because you can easily pick it up with money and it becomes less of a valuable reward. Right? It's just as simple as that. Even if it's like it becomes less important because you can just purchase your way to the win. So that's one way they could do something like that. And that's also increasing the power of the characters you already have on your roster, so it's not like anything like a new set of characters and stuff, which I think is going to be problematic. Give us 5k advanced tokens and 1k ultra tokens to finish solo or tourney road, and that stuff will be done with bells on. Rare complaints. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think Scopely make money from level up tournaments. That's why they're happy to put that as an incentive for 3 mil. I don't think they make money from SR. So from their standpoint, they would literally just be giving away tokens, and they'd be stopping themselves from getting as much tokens on it as money. I think they need to just completely rework SR. Like the daily SR that we do right now, I think they should change that into a weekly SR where we have to do 3 sections. I talked about this on a stream before, where we have to do 3 sections. So like, if we choose gold difficulty, like we have to do. Cygnus has played this other game that I'm talking about, like it's called Ace, and it's basically the same as that, but like you choose gold difficulty, and then when you choose gold, you start at bronze, and you do bronze, silver, gold in a week. And you get as many tries as you want, as much energy as you want to just do that. You can do it all in one go. You can do it over the course of the week, you know, however you want. And that could reward advanced tokens. Not much. Even if it's like the first one could be like 1k for gold. For what's the next one? Gold. Is it platinum after golds? Is it plat? Or is it elite or something like that? I can't remember what it is. No, it's legendary last. So it could go like 1k, 2k, 3k, and then 4k. And then 4k would be like nightmare. And then they could do that every week. The tournaments is a questionable one. Sadiq giveaway is tokens. It's the tokens for Sadiq. Yeah. I mean, don't have to use them for him, but yeah. I think it should be more. Yeah. I mean, like I said, there isn't that many things that are relevant, and the things that are relevant, Scopely make money off of. So it's like kind of like a really catch-22 situation for them. So like, I get it, more rewards, but it's not realistic to ask for more rewards a lot of the time, unless you can see a scenario like War, for instance. That was weird because we didn't have good rewards for a very long time. We had gold mythic tokens for ages. And that's why people bought promos. So it was like there was definite avenue. There was definitely like a monetary avenue for Scopely in terms of how much money they make in that situation. That's why we've got Ultra there now. Not much, but we've got Ultra. I hate 31.8. Resetting challenge run and Conquest and placing advanced and ultra in those rewards. I'd even run Conquest with old teams until I got too frustrated. Who didn't like 31.8? Oh, that 31.8. Okay, that's the one. That's the one I actually made a video on. It was that bad. I remember that. 1k advance for every. I mean, that's way too many, Steve. That's honestly too many. Be getting 1k advanced every day. So that's too many. So you're asking for like 365k advanced a year. I mean, as much as that doesn't sound like a lot, that's one character. So Scopely, they'll look at that and be like, how much is that worth if we sold that to one person, and then how much is it worth if we sell it to our entire player base? You know, you're probably better off asking for like 5k advance for every completion of an area. So, for instance, if you complete like, what is it up to? I don't even remember now. 17. So you complete up to 17, you can maybe get 5k advance from that. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. It needs to feel worthwhile for each, for the time, effort, and cash if you're a spender. But they have diluted the value of each toon by making ridiculous expensive for a toon. But also, like, it isn't just about that. Gold Mythic Wheel is like a perfect example, right? The reason that they have done their like wall, they've literally put up a wall in the game where they have like the Gold Mythic token wheel on one side and then Advanced and Ultra on the other. It's because they oversaturated the market with the amount of Gold Mythic tokens they were selling, not giving out for free, selling. And they kind of do this with their offers where they just like throw in extra stuff constantly to make the value better, but it's like limited time usage, so that they shot themselves in the foot with regards to that. Whether it was on purpose or not is anyone's guess, but like Advanced and Ultra kind of stuff was kind of inevitable in that situation, because there were people holding on to millions and millions of tokens. So I've got 1 million tokens right now. So like, let's say who came out like a month ago, 2 months ago, let's think, who was like legit, Georgia maybe, Wanderer. Hey David, thank you very much, David. 3 months as a member, I appreciate that. Salute to you, sir. If you're a green name in chat, you might want to have one of those for free. Feel free to use it in your chat. Can like do your milestone. It's all good. But yeah, like Wanderer comes into the wheel, and I just blitz my 1 million plus tokens to try and get him. Now I probably wouldn't get that many with the amount of characters that are in there right now, and like there's, you know, less than 1% chance, but yeah. I just see in other games the pool system is kind of like more interesting, and they have different types of pool systems. Like the pool system in this game, if anyone plays All Stars, is 100% like Headhunt. You either get what you want or you get nothing a lot of the time. Which is, Headhunt even gives you stuff, but it just isn't anywhere near as good, and it's quite expensive. Every pool is much nicer. Feels like progression, although it is early game, so it's a bit different. But it feels like progression. It's just kind of weird, like they can't invent a good wheel in this game. I don't care for SI anymore. I just auto it and not bothered if anyone gets reflected. Yeah, pretty much. If they gave me a button where I could spend like 6 cans to complete a section, I just spend 6 cans. I just literally press the button. Save myself some time. I thought it was a copy of Sadiq. No, it's 10,000 tokens to the winner, then 5,000 to 2,000 two runners up. It's on the Sadiq video. I tried the new faction Assault and got really bored. I can't believe it took Scopely so long to make it. In terms of how long it took to make it, that part I can't really say. I mean, it is definitely an improved version when it comes to... I've seen no argument so far, except for like... I've seen some people say like their faction just doesn't hit, so they can't complete certain bosses, which is a problem. But also those bosses can just straight up be a problem in the first place anyway. As far as Conquest, I'd like to replay the stages. Just need to... I mean, yeah, that would be kind of cool. to use characters that have been released. Like when I played through it, I played with like the most atrocious team to beat Conquest 1 and 2, guys. Because I didn't have the whale characters, I had like free-to-play characters. I had to use like a disgustingly slow team. And I generally win turn 10 every time, you know? But it's pretty cool because I managed to complete Conquest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or however many conquests there were the day they came out. Like, it was pretty cool. I cheesed most of 2 with payback. Yeah, I was against that. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. There's some cheese I don't mind doing, but that was a bit much. I don't think it's too many. It's double the current free amount, which for free-to-play is really needed. And it isn't enough for players to get guaranteed LE3. But it's going to reduce the amount that people are going to spend. Just straight up. I think they just need to introduce new things. You know? If you introduce something that has value and then introduce a reward system around that, then suddenly that reward system seems valuable, you know? As long as it's not like crazy bad. Like I saw someone that was introduced in Raid Shadow Legends and they massively overvalued the item that they introduced, and it's just people are just like, yeah, this is not even worth running, it's that bad. Press auto and cook dinner on SR. Oh, on Faction Assault, yeah, I guess. You definitely could do that. You definitely could. Gentleman's Story. You look so chill here. So chill. We're near at 30 likes on the stream, guys. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for hitting the like button. Thank you very much. So other than war, did anyone get up to anything at the weekend? Any Brits in chat do anything for bonfire night? Go to any displays? Disgusted, I hadn't pressed it. You're enjoying yourself so much. That's the thing, innit? I need like an animation on my screen to say, don't forget to hit the like button or something, like just constantly rotating. I was busy warring. Too busy warring to go see a bonfire display. We had my grandson's first birthday party. Awesome. I'm sure anyone can blitz through Conquest as it is with just Peacekeeper. The enemy won't use any attacks against him. I mean, maybe bide. Have you got a special team for tier 6 Gov in FA? Been trying to figure out. Now it's actually working 80% of the time. Yeah. I got a team that works every time. You sometimes have to, like, you sometimes can't auto, but I mean it's almost guaranteed to win auto, but it will just be slow because one of the characters I use is Shiva, and she sometimes doesn't lacerate her and stuff quickly, and whereas if you don't auto and you do your own lacerates, it will just be quicker. And I've got big hitters to take out the pots in the end phases as well. Unless the enemy is duck, then he'll go for it. Yeah, true. I'll show you the team in just a second. Let me just complete this roadmap. Got to get these 150 mythic tokens that I don't need. And the select recruit tokens. I just saw select recruit tokens there. I dealt with an overflow toilet this weekend. Didn't even reach my milestone. Yikes! I've had some nasty overflow toilets before. I've got a weird drainage system that's implemented in my house, right? Where in my back garden, I don't have a I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know actually know what it's called. Like the pipe that goes from your toilets and your stuff like that into the sewer isn't attached to my house. It's attached to my neighbour's. So that's one thing. We share one. It's a stack, I think it's called. Now here's where it gets weird. You ready? I've got a gutter on my back roof, right? And the gutter on my back roof, for whatever reason, they decided it was a good idea to connect the gutter to the main sewage line instead of making it so that water just had a runoff. You know? Most people have it so that the water just comes down a pipe onto the floor and runs off into a drain. They decided to put it so the water went straight into a pipe. And what happened was something blocked the pipe, and it was something from the actual gutter. I think it was like moss or something like that. Got stuck in the pipe. And I had water coming up my my downstairs bathroom, but it was just completely clear because it was rainwater, and it was awful because it was pouring down, and then it would stop raining, and I'd be basically like siphoning it out, put it in the sink, just water, and it would stop raining, and I was doing this for like 6 hours in the middle of the night, and then it stopped raining, and I was just like, I've got to go to sleep. I've literally just got to go to sleep and hope that it doesn't rain, and it didn't rain. I actually got a good night's sleep. There's nothing I could do. There's nothing. I said I was going to show you. One sec. 1 second. Okay. Faction assault. The team I use to beat these stages is this team. Yeah, my condolences indeed. Yeah. Mine was so bad that my dad bought me a water vacuum or something like that. So if it ever happens again, I just have to press one button and it just it just siphons it automatically. I had military duty all weekend in the woods. Only hit 100k milestone. Military duty all weekend in the woods. What is like a training exercise, I guess. Any substitute for tier Lily? Lily's actually the most replaceable character in here, to be honest. Maybe Clem too, to be honest. She's very important. I would put a fast character here if I had an option. But generally you want to have someone who hits a lot. Like he would be actually pretty good if you've got Wanderer. Just because he does camo, so you're not going to have anyone get like blasted unless they're focused. You could go for Isabel to increase the damage. Look at the damage of Shiva. She goes up by like 20k, 25k for me. That's actually not a bad shout. She also has a multi-hit. If you do manage to craft one, you'll be able to put this weapon in hands. Actually, I might try this out, to be honest. This could be a real boost. Dot expansion weapon. And that means you just... Yeah, I mean, I'll try this out. We'll see. I don't think I've got a 100 coins. 64. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see for next time. But the issue there may be that I think Kenny's good enough to blast those the infrastructure by himself. But if you've got a dot expansion weapon, that's actually pretty good. This weapon here. I did craft it myself. You don't necessarily have to put on a double attack weapon. I just did it on a double attack weapon. It's the fourth one here. It's good on Rosita for the second boss, and it's good on Isabel for the fourth boss, and potentially for the last boss too. That should be interesting. That should be interesting. Yeah, Wanderer potentially could work there too. I'll tell you who works brilliantly on Tier 6 Gov. Isabel, Zach with Carl, Carp and Axel 2K. With the World Champion sword on, got putting up Guardians. Zach was hitting him in the end of the run for like 800k damage. Ah, right, yeah, true. Aggro could be a pretty good way to do things. Is there any aggro characters within Hidden and stuff like that? Saviors. Saviors could have an aggro. What is Zachary? No, they don't have aggro. Zachary is... He's Kingdom, isn't he? Kingdom would actually be a good allegiance, I think, for Faction Assault. We've got Shiva. And Zachary seems pretty decent as well. The Warrior Champion sword putting up Guardians. Which Warrior Champion sword putting up Guardians? There's a Warrior Champion sword that puts up Guardians. This one? You mean Strong Healing? Axel was putting up Guardians. Down his sig, yeah. This character and all adjacent teammates get Guardian shields. Axel equipped with Wax Sword, yeah. Yeah. If I throw the $5 at you for coins, want to test it out now? Don't worry about that. I could watch some videos for coins. I won't worry too much about it. It's hard to test anyway because I'm in... I'll test it out for my Thursday stream. I'll try and save it for that. Because right now, if you see the boss, he's in Infinity mode. So I won't be able to get a proper hit on him. He's just going to be on 4th phase, which generally seems to be like easy to take down when he's in Infinity. It's a bit weird. But I'll try and do it like from the beginning when this resets, maybe in 2 hours or like, you know, when I can. I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine. Because the main thing is that Kenny, he can, as long as you like save his rush for when you're like, if you're about to kill Gov, don't like start going into auto mode and just doing basic attacks. So that way you're just lacerating constantly and extending, and that way you're saving his rush for the next like phase, and then you can blow up his like extras. And because when he takes one out, he'll get his rush again, so he'll rush twice, so it'll just be wrecked. Like nice and easy. Nice and easy. I thought there was a raid tournament going on right now. I was like, oh, have I missed it? Something else again? I was really toying with pulling for Wanderer, but the will has now gone. The decision has been made for you. Georgia will's up right now, right? Yeah. Georgia. Georgia. I don't think we're going to be very close, guys, but in the future, we potentially would get different allegiances pop up as ones for these bosses. Which ones do you think would be good to pop up? Like Atlanta we've got right now, Alexandria, Saviors, Hidden. Which ones are you thinking? I'd like to see Telltale maybe. Knights. Fortunately, Knights doesn't exist anymore. Thank goodness. Holiday Hero is a good shout. I think that'll be like that would definitely be the easy one, right? That would be like the Atlanta, which is meant to be easy, but it's not easy because those characters are a bit weird. They should have made the alliance rotation every day for many bosses. I mean, maybe every month, but every day it would not make you want to commit to putting resources into someone. Skybound X. Yeah, some of these teams wouldn't work very well. Like NWO sounds like it would be good, but I don't think it would be very good. It'd be very slow. Like, because it's high impact damage, but it's very limited, and it requires takedowns to really be good, and you're not going to take down bosses. I'd love a 2K if they brought in Broccoli Alien Boss. Oh, that'd be sick, actually. I mean, you never know. They could bring in like a limited time boss. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see Telltale though. Telltale's an actual decent allegiance for doing damage. It's decent. I think it'd be quite good PvE. Telltale in the spot of Hidden. I like some of the allegiance changes, such as Ivanova and Uncle Sam being holiday heroes, and there are a few others, but I like having lots of allegiances. Sad to see things like X-Savers go away. And I think it was just to consolidate saviors a little bit. I think some of them were wrong as well. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Someone highlighted this when he first came out, or like when I first previewed the character. Like Dwight. He's got Lucille on his back, and apparently because he's got Lucille on his back, he should have been X-Saviors, but he was in Saviors. So like they already messed up to a certain extent that visually. This is it. It will stay like this for years now, just like the last one. I mean, I hope they've got a plan. I mean, it doesn't take much to change the allegiances, I would assume. They haven't said anything. This is the thing. And I think it's because the Faction Assault Depot is not fully released, so they're not really bringing out info, but they need to bring out like an info post of like, you know, this is how Faction Assault works. Because they haven't even said that. And then like their plans to a certain extent, like just even rough. We'll periodically change the bosses, allegiances. You know, even if it's like every 6 months. I hope it's not that crazy, but yeah. Hey, what's up, Irish? Took a 2-month break from the game and came back last night. A lot of new tunes since then. It feels weird. Yeah, there's quite a few new tunes. It's quite a few, mostly promos. Welcome back though. This dev management team is the worst communication, and we've had worse communication. We've had worse. It isn't great, I'll be honest, but we've definitely had worse. It's definitely been in worse state. It just feels like undermanned at the moment. That's all it feels like for me anyway. It feels like Skeleton Crew style. But it's definitely been worse. We've had times where we've had no communications at all for weeks. Like nothing. Nada. We get event information. We get updated with certain, you know, we've been told that the faction assault thing's not coming out tonight because of an issue. Now, you may not like the information you're being provided with, but it's still going to be, that's still communication, right? That's still vital. You know? Communication isn't always about what you like or want and stuff, but it can just be things you don't like and don't want. Unfortunately. We definitely had periods in the game where we just didn't get any comms. And that was like long time ago, but also not too too long ago either. Like even some recent like community managers, it was very hard to like get any sort of info out of them, especially as a content creator. It was terrible. Skyrim X2 never got a story roadmap. I was really disappointed. The first one was a good story. Yeah, but I think the second one, Skyrim X2, was just I think that was I'm going to be honest, I think that was a mistake. I think Skyrim X, the first one, was like a risk, and I think it was okay-ish. But the second one was a mistake just because none of them were big characters within the comics. It was just completely like effectively made up. They had like maybe one panel where you maybe saw Martinez or something like that, like two panels where you saw Tyrese, one panel where you saw Axel, and it was just like massive, like massively drawn from that. I think there were just so many obvious things that they could go to with Mythic Trials, the big storylines in the game's history, and they haven't. I mean, I think the best ones they've done are like NWO and Outlanders, just because they're like. As much as they're RTS, oh my god, my mouth, RTS based storylines, they were like ones that people kind of understood and knew and stuff like that. And they kind of built on the NWO storyline stuff. It was kind of cool. Obviously, season 1 was great. Everyone knows those characters, but yeah, like. Talked about it before, they could do like the prison time. Just bring out like a prison edition of loads of characters. They could do Whisperer Wars. Again, easy one. They could bring out like 3 of each side. So they could bring out like 3 Whisperers and then 3 like goodies. How we want to deal with it. They could do a Saviors as well, like a new Saviors Mythic Trial. So you actually have like more updated Savior characters. There are just a couple of ways they could have done it a little bit better, I think. Tatron never allowed poor compensation for gas or issues, though. I don't think he was really in charge of that, though. He may have been on the team at the time, but I don't really think he was in charge of that. Why didn't they address the obsolete pool wheels they promised us at the beginning of the year? I don't think that's going to happen, unless they have a big overhaul of the game. And the way that works, I don't think they're going to do that stuff too quickly. You know? This current issue with FA tokens would have been nicely handled by that era. I think we're meant to get like 2.5k Ultra, which isn't really anything, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's because they don't have anything like intermediate. It feels like really underwhelming in terms of compensation. Carl 2K, Jesus 2K weren't in Scum and X Comics, I believe. Maybe Eugene 2K was in it. I think they were literally in like a panel, Shane, or referenced to some way. Could probably find like one panel art somewhere of these characters, you know, like in the background, just standing there. Nothing. I don't think there was anything special. Wasn't there like an old man Carl they teased in the comics one time? Like, Carl, if he lived full time life, I'd like to see that dude in RTS. That was like the last thing. Inner Circle. What about Inner Circle? Honestly, I think they could bring back Inner Circle and make it good. The idea they had with Inner Circle was terrible. Can you imagine if Inner Circle was brought out and now we only have Advanced and Ultra, and then just people who get Advanced and Ultra are constantly getting more powerful and everyone else just doesn't? They're not just more powerful with the fact that they've got Advanced and Ultra, just the fact that they've got Advanced and Ultra makes it so they get higher lieutenants. And the game would... I reckon the game would be dead now. Like, straight out, the game would be gone. Like, it would just... No one would be playing it right now. I know we've lost a lot of players, but it would be unplayable in that circumstance. We just want a fun reward event that isn't limited to doing a tiny bit each day and being screwed if you miss one day. Yeah, that one I don't like. I agree there. I think too much is day based in RTS as well. They don't have anything week based and they have nothing month based, you know? Like login calendars, that's about as good as it gets. They should have a weekly calendar, login calendar. They should have a monthly login calendar. You know, I see other games that have like 4 or 5 login calendars going on at the same time. Just any sort of thing that's in like IRL, you know, they'll just do a celebration calendar because of it. And it'll be very small things. Like they could give away like 250 advanced tokens a day for like 5 days. For something like very small. Even 100 advanced tokens for 5 days. But if they're doing it constantly, it just feels like we're getting tokens constantly. It feels good. Scopely does not allow fun. I think the issue is that the second that it's identified that players like something, that it kind of just gets monetized the hell out of it. It's just like, it's rough. Hey, what's up, Tex? I think I'll push back on things help as well. I mean, yeah, sure. If you come with good ideas and alternatives, for sure. All Stars is better. Some aspects of All Stars is good, for sure. Like, the thing I like about All Stars is, honestly, I don't have to play it. I can, if I want to. I don't have to. I could do my dailies and not play that day, or I can do my dailies and spend more time on it. It's completely up to me. That is a really, like... That means the game has to be good. It has to keep me engaged, you know? And, that's a good thing, in my opinion. If the game isn't good... and it's not keeping you engaged, but you have to play it if you want to like get a scrap of a reward, that's bad. And sometimes RTS can be like that. Don't get me wrong, I like the characters, I like a lot of things about the game, but there's only so many times I can run a roadmap. You know, the same roadmap that has 3 waves, like this one, killing the same walkers that I've killed 1,000 times. You know, in the end that wears a little thin. The thing with All Stars is I don't really know how to play the game. I don't know how to play the game. It's just a character progression thing. At the moment, you're in like very much in the collection phase of the game. In early game, in All Stars, you're in the same as you would be in early game in RTS. You'd be in collection phase. You progress your roster whether you want to do that fast by spending, or if you want to do that fine, you know, like from free to play. It's up to you. Yeah, I saw that slide. I think you're just too used to end game. Like you're used to being like already set and looking back and looking down on whatever you've done. Whereas All Stars, everything was ahead of you, and you had to put in effort that I don't think you're willing to put in. Like I personally like the bosses in All Stars, just the fact that like I only get limited amount of attacks, and then it actually counts, you know? Like, me getting a good attack is important. Whereas in RTS, there's very, very small amounts of the game where I'm like, if I do badly, I'm going to suffer. You know? Even Faction Assault, it's just so often, it's like every day I miss out on a very small thing. I don't have like huge gains. But Faction Assault's the closest bit to like importance. Like War is the worst part of the game when it comes to that, because like it doesn't even. Let's say you played a war and you played terribly one war, like straight up, it was the worst war ever. You did 20 attacks, you lost every single attack. It has literally zero impact on your like your performance in the war. Like you'll score a little bit less by like what 10k. It's like nothing. It's nothing. It has zero impact. That's why war is like just time-based, isn't it? That's something I miss from a game I retired from myself was The Walking Dead No Man's Land. That was fun, but that became way too time-consuming, like for what I was willing to put into it, unfortunately. Like their war attacks, like you only got like 15 or 18 attacks when you did war. And then if you failed an attack, you failed an attack. You didn't get points, and you didn't get points. You didn't get like points towards your like your currency, and you get less currency. You don't get as many rewards. Like that game really did feel rewarding over the course of like a war season. I will be honest. I look forward to see what's coming in All Stars though. I mean, it's still very early in the game. We're only like a month and a half in or something. I think we're just literally 2 months into the like main release. It's gonna be interesting. Also, we had something really cool happen in All Stars that some people might not know because you're not in the community, but the community that we're in, the militia, came top 3 in an event in the entire game. And it was a promotional event. In the top 3 groups, the communities, got promoted in the game with a banner in the game that popped up for every player when they opened the game for that 24-hour period, advertising our community. And that was actually pretty cool. And another RTS group also got it, which was No Pants Club. Also got that. I didn't even know this. If you go onto my Discords, you can see I put in the All-Stars section, like I put in the All-Stars my content section, just so it's there. Basham took a screenshot and I nabbed that. I was obviously paying attention. I mean, it was like a pop-up for selling stuff, and it didn't say it in small writing, but you had to look, and it just said like, you know, the community, the militia, or was it just militia? No, it's the militia, yeah. I only saw it after it was mentioned, and then I restarted my game and saw it again. But yeah. Oh no, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Some sort of like in-game recognition. Oh, by the way, anyone who is in All Stars, I've got my own code again. Lockdown's been working hard, so I've got a second code. And I'll be sharing it on my stream tomorrow. You guys can get some more gold out of it. I thank you for watching my content, because that's how it happens, guys. You watch my content, I submit my content, and I get more codes. Simple as that. Nice, yeah. It's the second code I've got. I did submit like all my October videos for the content creator program, like rewards. So I should be getting some new rewards hopefully, and then they'll tally it up, and then maybe I'll get a new code again. So I might have like a third code at the end of the month or something. Pretty damn cool indeed. I just checked Discord. You probably just thought that it was just like, because it was your allegiance, it was just saying it to you, and you're just like, yeah, I mean, yeah, cool, thanks, I guess. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know I'm in the militia. What are you talking about, mate? I think everyone should have got 500 gold as well as part of the militia. I'm not sure. Will we be getting another 1 million? Probably a little less, because they changed the structure. They're gonna give me pulls as well as gold now. But it will be a lot, yeah, most likely. I submitted 18 videos that passed, basically, and maybe 4 re-submissions for extension, so it's probably gonna be like at least 200 to you know, I think it's probably gonna be at least 350k. And then like maybe like 100 to 200 pulls on alignment, and then maybe 400 pulls on all alignment. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see. When I went to the area to comment on the militias thing, saying that I was part of it, wouldn't let me comment. Probably because it was over. It's a pretty nice reward. Yeah, I have to double check. I think for every video, it will be like 15k gold plus 10 pulls. And I did 18 videos. But then if I get any like into the second tier, it'll be more. And I think I got like 5 videos into the second tier. It's honestly hard to get like tons of views in All Stars. It isn't a game that requires like video content. It's more of community-based content at the moment. Most of the game's quite understandable. I do have some planned content, but I'm just like, I'm still trying to get into more like of a content creator mode again. I've been chilling too much. I just feel like I need to sleep for a week still. I think that's what I feel like. Need to sleep for a week. Unfortunately, I did submit my rewards last week, so I won't get them in time for this update, so I won't get to pull for this new character straight away, but I will see if I can get them. I think we blocked Daylight from making comments, what with his typos in general rambling. On the official forums, so we just submitted that, like, All Stars, could you just block this guy? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Nothing personal, Daylight, nothing personal, but that's funny. He's on a boat just chilling. He's on a boat. Okay, we're going to be doing the giveaway in 5 minutes, guys. So if you haven't entered, please do. The link is pinned above. If you did enter already, it's the Sadiq video giveaway. I think the entry phrase was Jaws. I think it was Jaws. So if you did a comment around Jaws and sharks and stuff like that, then you're in. Daylight's half the reason I chat in stream. There's a joke in there somewhere. I won't say it. I'll be a good guy. I'll be a good guy. Daylight wasn't here the other day, was he? Was it during war? Where I sung a song. He would have 100% clipped that. What did I sing? Gangster's Paradise. You can blame Bretland for that one. It's all his fault. I got lyrics mixed up. It's been a while since I've sung that one, but yeah. Top-notch clip opportunity. They like missed. Yeah, I caught part of that. That was a song that I was very, very, very adamant about learning the lyrics to when I was younger. For some reason, I think I stayed the night, or like I stayed at my nan's for like the summer, and their song came out, and I had the album. I had the Dangerous Minds album from the movie. There were actually some pretty good songs on that album. I'll have to go and check again what they were called. Some of them I listened to just as much as Gangster's Paradise. Some pretty good tunes. I'm running low, guys, on the drink of the gods. Uncaffeinated Pepsi Max. I think I've got 6 cans left to last me until probably next week, actually. Next Monday. And then I'm definitely going to be getting up some pear cider my next order. I haven't had pear cider in a while. I need those pear ciders for the streams just to relax. It's nice. I did clip you singing before. Yeah. Let's not talk about it. Oh, and also, guys, this isn't like 100% confirmation. It's just, I know some people might be interested in this, but I plan to stream all of the Telltale games. I bought the high definition versions, the new definition, whatever it's called. The remade packs with the new definition graphics. I bought that like last week, so I plan to play that at Christmas. I did say I would play it this year. I didn't really see myself playing it this late, but I figure at Christmas there's not much else to do. Like, the game won't have as much going on. There won't be war and stuff as much, I would assume. So we'll probably do it in the space of like a couple of weeks. We'll do multiple streams. I'm hoping to get a new webcam quite soon, like as in like in the next like week to 10 days. And then we'd do it with a webcam as well for those particular streams. What's up, Angel? I missed the militia comment on also on AS. There's a screenshot. You're part of it. If you're in militia, you're part of it. There is a screenshot. What's up, George? I'm doing alright, thanks. Welcome to the stream. Hope it's going alright with you, though. Pear cider lock is best luck. It is honestly just relaxing. It's starting to get a little bit cold in the UK. That's not a big deal. Yes, plan. As in this date and time, I would love to see the Telltale games. Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. It'd probably be like It'll probably be at the weekend, just because that makes the most sense. Not much happens in RTS at the weekend. So it'd be like in 2 weekends where there's no wars. Whether they'll be a week apart, because unless they do Blitz Wars, that's the only thing. But if they do a Blitz War, I can just basically say like the week before I'll do it, and then the next week we'll have Blitz one day, and then I'll finish the episodes the next day. Simple as that. Have you had the heating on yet? No. I'm not turning on the heating with these energy costs, man. I'm gonna go the whole winter without turning on the heating, man. Just wrap up a little bit more. I saw a YouTube feed video that showed how you could kill Bonnie off recently. Bonnie? Oh, right, okay. Are you saying you made a private chat for the militia? If so, I'm not part of it for some reason. There is a Discord channel, but I think you're in it already. My energy bills are pretty nice right now. They're like £40 a month. I think it's even further down right now, but they're gonna start charging me more if I haven't submitted a reading for a little while. But they always predict, oh, it's winter. It's probably gone up by like 10 times now, right? So actually, bro, it hasn't. Because all I see that says chat is the All Stars chat. That's the only one. We have got an actual separate Discord for militia, but I think you're in there already, right? And if you're not, just go to All Stars and then check the message at the top, like basically the community message, and it has a link there. Follow that link. And stole the truck and supplies because they were scared of Kenny. Yeah. I don't think you can off Bonnie in that because she comes back in another season. Oh no, wait, that is the season she came back. Never mind. £40 now, but gas and electricity it went up, so bill £500 a month, cost of living, bro. Yeah, I mean it's not gonna be that crazy, but yeah. It isn't great, to say the least. I think it's already gone up, but I just don't use much gas and electricity. I mean, I think gas has mainly gone up. Electricity hasn't gone up by that much, I think. I think gas is just a little bit more of a problem now. But I don't use much gas. I'm mainly an electric user. I have a combi boiler as well, so I think I can make it so that it mainly uses electricity. I can't remember if I can have that set. But the pilot light will have to always be on, basically. I mean, the pilot light is on right now, but I don't think a pilot light really does much. I don't know, to be honest. Actually, it might be turned off. I might have fully turned off my boiler, so there's no pilot light. I don't know. Actually, I can't do that, can I? Because I wouldn't get hot water, so that's not the case. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I think I turned off like the certain sections of my boiler, like only water gets heated, nothing else. I bought a combi boiler like 5 or 6 years ago. It cost like £2 grand, but it paid for itself within like a year and a half, I swear. bills came down by like 90% straight away. Do I play God of War? No, but I've seen people play it. It looks interesting. I saw a woman beat it with playing on a complete that game playing exclusively on a Let's Dance mat. So she was using her feet on a Let's Dance mat. I don't think she did it for any other reason, just as a flex, pretty much. That's a proper flex though. Okay, when we're done this roadmap, we'll do the giveaway, guys. And one more stage. One more stage. Yeah, one more stage. And we'll do the giveaway. Giveaway. Pour water on the tea bag, let it brew, then add milk. Wait, what are we talking about here? All right, okay. You're answering 8-page, yeah. Yeah, boil a kettle, have the tea bag in the cup already. Pour water in, and then here's the trick. You stir it after you pour the water in, and you compress the tea bag against the side of the cup, so that it basically like you're filling the tea bag up with water, and you're filling the tea leaves up with water, and then you're compressing it to push out the tea out of the leaves into the water. And you do that a couple of times, and you leave the tea bag in, add some milk, and then you do it again where you stir and you compress, and then basically you can see the water go the tea go a certain like color that you like, you know, after adding the certain milk that you've added. And if you've added full fat milk, basically the blue tops in the UK, you'll get a nice little like a little bit of like almost like oil, because it's if you've got it hot enough anyway, it will separate, and you can just stir it through. And you just keep doing that, and you'll see, like, especially if you bring it to the top. I used to bring it to the top of the side of the cup and then compress it, and then you'll just see all the tea just go into the water, and you'll just see it just like mix in. And that's how you get like a proper nice strong tea. At work there's no milk or anything, so I use granulated sugar. I put the sugar in first. No, don't put sugar in first. Sugar goes in last. That way you actually you can use less. If you put it in first, you have to, it messes up, in my opinion. It's just the wrong order. It's just the wrong order. Without tea, without milk, I'm not so sure. Hey Carlos, thank you so much. Can you use heavy cream instead? Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Carlos. Brand new member. Oh no, it's not brand new member. It's Red Badge. That's a rejoin, isn't it? Welcome to Tier 1. Thank you very much for the rejoin. It's been a while. But you have been, what's Red Badge? 2 years? That's a 2-year member. Damn, Carlos. Thank you very much for the rejoin. And as a little bit of fun, a bot has decided to say hello. Can you use heavy cream instead? I mean, I've never done it personally, but I'm sure you can. No sugar. Yeah, I mean, it's personal preference at the end of the day, sugar. But generally you can cut it down to like 1 sugar. I think 1 sugar is okay. If you want sugar, only go for 1. If you have more than that, you're trying to drink a soft drink that hasn't got bubbles. So just don't drink tea at that point. Like, you know. A rejoin. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I see the red badge. That is 2 years of support. I do appreciate the rejoin as well. You now need a teapot. You know, I've never made tea with a teapot. Do you just use more tea bags in a teapot, like 3 or 4? I'm not saying I don't want it. I just can't have it. I get it. I get it. I try not to have sugar myself, Cygnus. It's not good for you, honestly. Sugar's not good for people. Unless it's natural sugars in, like, fruits and stuff, it's generally not good for you. I might just need a link to the Discord after this stream. 2 or 3 tea bags. Okay. Yeah, I've always been a cup of tea maker, especially because every single person within my family has been a picky person. There's always been one picky person when it comes to the milk. I guess you could potentially add the milk afterwards, to be fair. That they could add their own milk. I could do like a video one day. Lockdown makes a cup of tea. I'd have to get like maybe when I get my webcam I can record some stuff for fun, you know, just for a bit of fun. Okay, let's get this giveaway on the go. One sec. Message me on Discord, Daylight. I can invite you. I've actually said this before. I can make a really good cup of tea, but I never drink tea. For whatever reason, I just don't drink tea. I just don't like hot drinks, I think. I don't even drink like, you know, like hot chocolate or anything like that. There was a period where I drank cappuccinos, but as I've gone off caffeine, I try to stay clear, you know. And non-caffeinated cappuccino sounds a bit. I mean, okay, let me invite you. Daylight, invite to server. You sure you're not in this server? I think you would be in there. But it would appear not. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Basham! Yo, bro! Would it pop up on the screen? I think it pops up on the screen. It doesn't make a noise when it pops up, though. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 10 gifted subs or 10 gifted memberships. That's big. Is it going to pop up on the screen? It does like a present. I need to find out where this is in my Streamlabs because, yeah. It hasn't popped up right now. I don't know what's going on. I have got the right overlay still, so it should pop up. Or did it pop up and I didn't see it? Maybe it popped up and I didn't see it. It's random. It's completely random, the memberships. It's based on like people who watch my streams and stuff every now and again, you know? There we go, it popped up. I have to figure out how to make this make a noise. Bashaum has gifted 10 tier 2 memberships to viewers. And those members are Angel, George, Oscar, Matthew, Steve, Matt, Dale, Jam, Dan, and Pixie Vamp. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that. That's big. Like, that's big, Bashaum. Thank you so much, man. Like, those are $5 each. So, Yeah, that's massive, man. Thank you so much.
Feels good.
There you go.
Sounds good.
George accepted his. What event is starting tonight? It's the event that I did a video on Friday. It's called Fall Fest. It's a login event where you get to choose 3 crates over the course of 3 weeks, and you can choose a character from those crates. It looks pretty decent, to be honest. Did I enter the wrong YouTube URL? I don't think so. Oh yeah, apparently I did.
Feels good.
There you go, Angel.
Sounds good.
Stay on this page for a little bit, guys, because my other one doesn't have it so that it pops up on the stream for some reason. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, Basham. Just got an email about the gifted subs. Yeah, there's a giveaway right now, guys, if you want to enter. Link is in the chat. This is how you enter. You have to make the comment Jaws. It just has to be part of your comment. You can just type Jaws, but it's risky, because if you just type Jaws, then it could get spammed by YouTube. You have to make it part of your comment. I would just make a longish comment if you can. And there's Oscar accepting his. I see a couple of the people who claimed in the chat. Nice generosity, right? Thank you very much, Basham. This isn't the first time either, so I do appreciate that. Who am I going for? Almost definitely finishing Clem and finishing Ajax and taking my second... What's his name? Ophelia? And then I need 2 more Ophelias, or 3 more Ophelias, yeah. Steve claimed as well. It used to say, like, the person has accepted their gift in the chat as well, but I guess it doesn't do that anymore. I think we've got, like, Matt maybe to pop up on the stream. Did we see Matthew as well? I don't think we've seen Matt or Matthew. There we go, there's Matthew.
Sounds good.
There's a bug in raids when using Roxy. If you kill someone with her Sig move, it's an infinite revive. Submit it on the Discord if you can, Mini Baker Lad. If you have it, get a video clip of it, even better. Basham deserves 100 advanced tokens for being so generous. We're just going to stick around a little bit longer, guys, because I think we've got 2 or 3 more to pop up. They have to accept it. There's Matt. I don't know if anyone else is in chat that accepted. So thank you very much, Basham. I think that's 7 of the people. We had Angel, George, Oscar, Matthew, Steve, Matt. So Pixie, Vamp, Dan, Jam, and Dale are the only ones that would be the ones to accept next. Or 10k. I mean, you're saying I should, I'm not going to, but you're saying I should fix the giveaway.
Feels good. Sounds good.
There we go, Dale's accepted. I'm not sure, maybe it's just giving, like saying that it's being given to them automatically. I did see some complaints from some bigger YouTubers saying like people had to accept stuff and it was being problematic. So maybe they turned off the acceptance thing. I don't know how it works, to be honest. I think there's 2 more. We'll stick around for those and then we'll go for the giveaway, guys. Of which I can tell you there's been 87 entries so far.
Feels good. Sounds good.
Here we go, Dan. Is that it? 1 more, 2 more. It's Jam, Pixie Vamp. Now we just have to get the IRS situation. Yeah. It shouldn't. Hopefully, it won't be too much longer because I'll be able to get my passport sorted. Hopefully, in December, because I'm seeing a friend who's becoming a paramedic, so that should be sorted. Fingers crossed. And then it's the IRS application.
Good.
There's Jam, and there's 1 more to go. Mine's LB3 already. Roxy, nice. I think mine's LB2. I don't know. I think I can buy 1 or 2 right now. I'm not sure. I have to check the store after all the pop-ups. 1 more to come. And probably Pixie Vamp.
Feels good.
Sounds good. Feels good. Sounds good. Thank you very much, Basham. There's all 10 of the gifteds. That is very much appreciated. That is a big one. And all the people in chat who got that, thank you very much for being nice sports and saying thank you. Okay, we're going to switch to the giveaway screen, guys. Okay, so the YouTube video's in. I filtered duplicates, included replies, filtered comments based on specific text, and the specific text is Jaws. And there are 89 entries. I just did reapply. We'll give it like 2 minutes, guys. If you want to enter, it is the pinned message in the chat. You click that message, you go to that comment section, and you type Jaws as part of your comment, and you'll be in. You shall be in. So many green names in chat now. So many green names in chat now. It's crazy. Green names after green names. Okay, let's see who's going to win then, guys. We're going to do 3 winners, 5k each, and then I'll put them onto the wheel of fortune, basically, and it'll be a wheel decide who will get an extra 5k. Hopefully some people in the stream are the ones who win. We'll get comments. We've got 90 entries. Okay, best of luck, guys. The first winner of 5k is going to be True Vine Discipleship. My jaws were open thinking we might be a counter to Noor. Sadiq, he's okay. He's okay. I wouldn't say necessarily a counter to Noor, however. So that's 5k for True Vine. Next one is going to be another 5k, this time going to Magic Meow. Jaws, we're going to need a bigger boat or a bigger cache of advanced tokens, this is for sure. So Magic Meow gets 5k tokens. The third winner is going to be Art Gaming. Just says Jaws. This isn't against the rules for these weekly giveaways. This isn't against the rules for the weekly giveaways. Just so we're clear, guys. But it's not recommended because you can get spammed by YouTube. Sometimes I get like I check my comments afterwards and I see like 3 spammed comments. Like who got a spam comment recently? Mini Baker Lad did. Mini Baker Lad got a spammed comment. Just randomly. But he realised he did and he was like, did I get a spam comment? Did my one get blocked? Yeah, it actually did. Okay, let's put them on the wheel. Wheel decide. And the winners were... It was... was it True Vine? I might have... messed that one up. Magic Meow. Magic Meow. And the last one was Art Gaming. Now remember, these guys have until my next stream Thursday to claim these. Otherwise, I'll re-roll them on my Thursday stream, guys. And if you're on my Thursday stream, you'll have a chance to win. Okay. Okay, let's see who gets the extra 5k. It's going to be Art Gaming and gets the extra 5k. There we go. There we go. EU a Discord mod. True. It was a Discord mod, right? Magic Meow is a Discord mods. Probably one of the harder working people in the community for sure. It's always funny that Lockdown says put in a longer message, but then someone puts with just a minimum. I say put in a longer message because it's risky to do just the one word. Because if let's say 4 people do the one word quickly, YouTube will be like, this video is getting spammed, and then it'll block all those comments. That's it. That's how it works. It's just risky. Whereas if you make it a part of a longer sentence, it's very hard to get blocked. But I remember Mini Baker Lad made a comment on one of my videos that was actually part of a long sentence. I think it was just maybe a bit of a risky comment, and it did get blocked. Just a little bit risky, man. Just a little bit risky. I know. I'm just saying. It's like it's risky business. Like there are plenty of people who have had their stuff spammed out, unfortunately. And I don't check my spam filter too often. I check it like once a month, because after 60 days it automatically deletes comments. So I just check it once a month to make sure that it hasn't spammed too many by mistake. And I get like 2 or 3 like mistake ones sometimes, except for the giveaway stuff. I get like 50, like almost like 10 to 15 per video almost now, guys, where it's just like people linking to a random website. Oh yeah, check out this. Most beautiful women. It's like, yeah, you're cool, mate. Thanks for that. This is a video game. What ideas do you personally have to improve this game that you feel strongly about? I'm gonna come up with some stuff. I'm actually planning some content around it this November. Some of it's to do with team building, character creation, how Scopely like decide which characters are promos and stuff like that. I think they make a mistake consistently in terms of like making the same character promos over and over again. I.e. like big damage dealers. There's only so many damage dealers people need, so it's hard to sell the same damage dealer over and over again without just massively increasing power. So I've got ideas for SR. I've got ideas for like Conquest and stuff like that, but I think Conquest is a bit obvious. Just like restart it. Let's go. Challenge run. Hordes. You know, there's so many things that already exist in the game. They don't have to like make something brand new. Don't have to do too much, I don't think. But yeah. Mini Baker making risky comments. No, he would never. I always just speak my mind, no filter. I can't remember what it was about. It was about an entry to a game, but it was just like had some random comment in there. Can't remember, to be honest. It was just funny because YouTube was like, nope. Proper note. And it's weird because you're a member, I would have thought they would have given me a little bit more like I would like to be informed if my members' comments are getting blocked. I had Mr. Sinister randomly get a comment blocked once as well. I think it's because he did a typo, so it made it look like he was writing a website URL. So like he didn't do spaces between like the dot and the next like phrase. So it looked like a URL. And it's just like, I mean, he's not doing that. YouTube, he's not doing that. I think, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. It'd just be weird. Okay, so this upcoming weekend is a relaxed weekend apparently. And then we'll have qualifier number 3 the weekend after. So I do hope you have a good week, guys. I'm going to be streaming RTS this Thursday and the following Monday. If you want to drop by on Thursday and see if everyone claimed their rewards from this stream that just happened. Did this get blocked? No. I'm guilty. It's all good. It's all good. But I can just click a button and say, nah, this is fine. It's just I have to remember to go check that area. I don't check it every day because I do get a lot of spam, unfortunately. I'm going to be streaming some All-Stars tomorrow as well, guys. If you're into All-Stars, you want to drop by, I'll see you then. But that's it on my stream today, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. congrats to the winners of the giveaway, and massive thank you to new members. We had Carlos on the stream, and also 10 brand new members with a big thanks to Basham. Thank you very much for the gifted subs or gifted memberships. I hope you have a great evening, guys, a great week. Take care, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.